This is Ren again. Gonna make a video on how to flash the new version of TWRP. There are a couple of things that the newer version supports. There it is. It allows you to unencrypt the partition. So if you unencrypt your data partition, then you can back it up using TWRP. That's an awesome feature. And the user interface changes. Okay guys, let's get started. So I just flashed my phone so many times that it has crashed. But that's fine. There's a way to recover that. So my QFill is open as usual. And then I'm gonna press volume up, down, and then the power button. This should put the phone in the download mode. And then I'm going to let the power button go, the volume button just go, and then just going to put my phone there. So let's see if it detects. There it is. So as usual, nothing on the phone. I'm gonna start downloading the stock OS. This flashing process takes a while. Maybe 5 to 10 minutes, I think. Let me pause here, and I'll come back once once the flashing is complete. Alright, so process is now complete. So version 75 has been downloaded successfully. So now you just press the power button. So we don't need the QFill now. I'm just gonna go ahead and minimize it. So the phone is going to boot loop now. It should shut down and then try to restart. There. So that's boot looping. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flash the new version of TWRP. So what it does is if it's boot looping and then I just keep pressing the power button, I think it retries like 5 or 6 times, and then it will go straight to fast boot. So right now I'm just pressing the power button. That's the second try. That's the third try. That's the fourth try. That's the fifth try. And then sixth time it went to bootloader. So now I release the power button. It will restart one more time, but then go to straight to bootloader. So if your device is boot looping like that, follow this process. Just keep pressing the power button, let it recycle 5 to 6 times, and then it will go to bootloader. So right now I have completely wiped out my phone. There's no OS installed, there isn't any TWRP installed. Flash boot devices, there's my device. And then I'm going to flash the new version of TWRP. I don't need this because this is the stock one. So that's flashing VB, meta IMG, then flashing boot, and then this is the newer version. I'll post the link. I'll post the link on XDA. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this. Go here. Paste. Boot A is flashed. Boot B is flashed, and that's the newer version of TWRP flashed. So now on my phone, I'm gonna go press the volume down button twice, 1, 2, and then when it shows the recovery mode, I'm gonna press the power button. So it should go to the new version of TWRP. There it is. That's the new version of TWRP. And it's in Chinese language. So we'll switch, go here. Then the last one, the last option, click, and then English, and then set the language. So now you can see it's in English now. So I'll show you the new features. So if you go to backup now you can see all the partitions listed here, which were hidden in the previous version. So you can back up all of these partitions. These are basically all the partitions this phone has. The previous version only had system, boot, recovery, vendor, firmware, and then persist, and then rest of them were hidden. So that's one. And then when you go to advanced, there's this option, RM force encrypt. So if I choose this option, I can remove the encryption on my phone. So all of my partitions will be unencrypted. So I'm going to choose remove TM verify, and then the next one is remove force encryption. Then I'm going to try to remove this encryption. It takes 20 or 30 seconds. I just unplugged my phone. We don't need PC for now. So that's a problem. It said fail to mount persist. If it's failing there, then there's a problem. So we're gonna go back and then choose mount and then persist. So I'm trying to select it, but it's not, the check mark is not saying on. That means my persist partition is erased. So I'm gonna go back. So I have an earlier backup. So if I go to restore, select micro SD card. Think here? No, not this one. This one. So I'm gonna choose only the persist. And then deselect the rest of them. So it says persist restored. Now let's go back and check. So there it is. So if I choose persist now, it's saying checked. So that means it has been restored. So I need to mount all of these and then retry the force on encrypt. Again, both of these options are checked. Let's see if it works now. So this time, if you see it says done, it did not give me the persist partition error. So now the phone has been decrypted. I'm gonna go back. I think we're done here. There's nothing here. Then I'm gonna do reboot, recovery. And so if I go to backup, now it shows me my data partition. Right now it's showing 0 MBs because there's nothing in there. I just wiped it. So the next step is I'm gonna install Android Pie, which I have on my external SD card. Pixel Experience P ARM64 AB, that's the one. And then choose system image and then flash. Not sure why I'm having such a hard time focusing my camera, but I hope you guys can see this. If not, I'll just make another video. This should be quick. This shouldn't take more than, oh, there it is. It took about 30-50 seconds maybe. So I have flashed this one. Then I'm gonna reboot my system now. Let's see if it boots. So it looks like it is booting into Android 9.0, Android Pie. I tried this process earlier, but the Wi-Fi wasn't working. Let's see if it works this time. I'm not pausing this video. I just want to capture everything in real time, because I got a few private messages saying capture everything and to not skip anything. So this would include the time it needed to boot the first time after I flashed it. It doesn't take more than a minute. So let's see. There it is. It started. Awesome. I'll do next. It's not. I don't have my SIM card in there. But it works. So this is the problem I had. IP address is showing as blank, and there's no MAC address. So this is the same problem I had earlier, that the Wi-Fi wasn't working. And I have figured out the problem why the Wi-Fi isn't working. So if I go here, if I try to turn it on, it doesn't. So there's a problem there. So let me show you how to fix the Wi-Fi problem. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna boot my phone into recovery again. Let's see. And then use these highlighted 4 commands. So I'm gonna flash boot, and then I'm gonna flash my older version of TWRP. I put my phone in recovery mode. Let me reboot into bootloader. So they started flashing it. That's the boot underscore A, boot underscore B, and then the older version of TWRP. So this actually flashing the older version of TWRP fixes the Wi-Fi problem. Let's see. I'm gonna do recovery now. So I'm back to my older version of recovery. See, this one doesn't have the advanced option we had earlier. I'm not going to do anything in the recovery. I'm just going to do restart and then system. So the phone is up. Let's check. Wi-Fi is working. So, so everything is working now. So I just inserted my SIM card. Right now it's on Wi-Fi, so Wi-Fi works. I'm gonna turn off the Wi-Fi and check if the why is it not turning off? There it is. So Wi-Fi is off. Let's see if the data works. Nope, there's something wrong. So in this case, it's most likely the APN. I'm gonna go to settings, network, advanced options, mobile network, and then access points. I have AT&T, so it should be next gen. Oops. Preferred network, I'll set it to 4G. Access point, and that should be it. It should work. Huh. And that's weird. It usually works. Well, I didn't restart my phone. Let me restart it after I inserted the SIM card. Huh. Still not working. So I think the problem may be that we have not installed Magisk yet. So let's install Magisk. Mount system under persist firmware. Install Magisk. I think that's the problem. Why the SIM card was not detected. And the Magisk has been installed. I'm gonna wipe cache, then do a restart. Okay, let's try. I think I forgot the last step where we switch back to the older version of TWRP. So I'm just gonna do the first 4 commands in Flash. So this is gonna flash the boot image, and the TWRP.img is the older version of the TWRP. Like, this should fix the problem. Let's see, I'm just gonna do start. There it is. On the top left shows mobile 4G connected. The Wi-Fi is off right now. Let's see if the internet works. Just gonna refresh. There it is. Just try one more. There it is. Wi-Fi is disabled. 4G is working. I'm gonna turn on the Wi-Fi. See if it's connected. Wi-Fi is working now. So that's it. Let me show you one more thing. Let me show you the encryption is actually disabled. So I'm gonna boot into recovery. So now if I choose backup, there it is, my data partition. It allows me to back this up. And then if you noticed, when the recovery started, it didn't ask me the option that usually it asks to decrypt the data. So that's it. You can back up your data and then you can restore it whenever you want. That's it, guys. Thanks. Bye.